Hello everybody. I want to talk a little bit about our head positioning and how we can get used to not looking off to the side while we're riding a linear pattern. It's a really common issue. I don't know exactly why that is so common, other than maybe if somebody has had some previous jumper or hunter experiences and they always had to look for the next jump or some other obstacle that they had to get ready to ride towards. But in general, I want to say that, if your horse is supposed to react to you as a vertical structure on top of their horizontal structure in terms of weight aids, leg aids, the hands, all these different things, voice commands, all these different things that the horse has to process all the time. It is kind of interesting to think that very few attention is paid to the actual turning of the head intentionally, right? And so what I mean by that is usually the horse reads us, top to toe as this energy package up on top of their backs. And then if we orient ourselves, like let's say putting the inside shoulder back, it helps the horse bend and, be a little bit more like easily flexed perhaps, or stay on a circle line, just because we may have at the same time the weight aid on our outer seat bone to create a little bit of a boundary. And so we use all these different tools for the horse to read us and to respond in particular ways in the head. If we in general just can agree on the fact that when we ride a linear form like a circle, we should be looking through our horse's ears the whole time. And always you can imagine either that you're following a couple of other horses that are in front of you, or you can imagine like a stream that you're riding through, like a light stream, like bluish, greenish light, or pick your favorite color, and just look ahead 1 or 2 horse lengths onto the line that you actually want to ride. And whether it's a circle or it's a diagonal or it's, whatever pattern it is, as long as it's linear, meaning we're going on 2 tracks and keeping the horse either bent on 2 tracks or on a straight line, we keep the horse straight. Our head should not deviate from those lines. The only time when our head can deviate from where our horse's heads are pointed is in, for example, the lateral work. If I take Jamaica here and ride a few steps of shoulder in, for example, let's just say we're going to go take her onto the shoulder in, I will still look at the circle line, although her head is pointing a little bit inward into the center of the circle, right? And that will help her understand where her hind leg and my weight aids will be, and how she can navigate this movement in the most conducive or comfortable way, right? Then I'm going to go straight again, and I'll look through her ears. The same thing if I did a little bit of a counter shoulder in, I would sit a little bit to the left, look to the left, and have her look to the right. And this is how, with this tiny little adjustment, it makes the whole horse knows so much better and can understand much more clearly what I want her to do at any given moment. And then I'm going to straighten her out and keep her on this linear line and look through her ears again, right? And the same thing if you were to ride, let's say, I'm going to give her a long rein here. If you were to ride a leg yield from the center line off to the left or to the right, you would look into the direction or onto the letter where you want to end up. If you come down from A and you want to leg yield towards R, your head would actually really turn that way. You would look that way, and it would help the horse to understand your weight aids more concisely. And I think those are probably the more common situations. Half pass, same thing. Haunches in, it doesn't. Or haunches out, renvers travers, it doesn't apply because the front part of your horse stays in front of you as the hind end is displaced inward or outward. So that there it doesn't matter. It's the only lateral movement where it doesn't matter. But it's something just to familiarize yourself with and to think about and to, improve your attention to detail, because it makes it so much easier. You can train a horse, with your head turning backwards if you want to, if you make them. But our goal, of course, is always to invite the horse to do certain things with us while we're on top of them, and that invitation always should be like a joyful thing that follows, something that the horse can understand and then perform, and then become better at it, and with that the motivation will grow, and ultimately, what I always aim for is to have a jubilant horse in the arena, and not one that dreads coming in here. Anyway, a lot of talk, but maybe worth a little bit of thought here and there. And I wish you happy riding. Thank you, Jamaica. Good girl.